Hello and welcome. This is step 2 in A Course in Miracles, or lesson number 2, I should say, of the 365 we'll be doing. And today's lesson builds on yesterday's. Yesterday's lesson was our very beginning. Now, again, these build on each other. So each and every day, this might get more clear or maybe less clear as we work through this. And yet, by the end, I think it'll be very clear. And that's by the 365th lesson itself. Yesterday's lesson was nothing I see in this room, on this street, out this window, in this place means anything. So that was that idea of as we look around and we saw or visualize things, we would say this doesn't mean anything. So this table does not mean anything. This camera does not mean anything. This light does not mean anything. And it was to be indiscriminate about what you were saying that about, meaning that it wasn't to put judgment or decide what was good or bad or that you would give meaning to or not. It was everything you gazed upon. So lesson number 2, again, building on that, says this: I've given everything I see in this room, on this street, out this window, in this place, all the meaning that it has to me. Or for me, I should say, all the meaning that it has for me. So our lesson is explained this way. It says the exercise with this idea are the same as those for the first one. Begin with the things that are near you and apply the idea to whatever your glance rests upon. Then increase your range outward. Turn your head so that you include whatever is at either side as you gaze about. If possible, turn around and apply the idea to what is behind you. Remain as indiscriminate as possible in selecting the subjects for this application. Do not concentrate on anything in particular, and do not attempt to include everything you see in a given area, or you will introduce strain. So let me say that again. Don't try to do everything in that area, or you'll introduce strain. The key, though, is to be indiscriminate on what you gaze upon. Merely glance easily and fairly quickly around you, trying to avoid selection by any sort of gauge like size, brightness, color, material, or relative importance to you. Take the subjects simply as they are. Try to apply the exercise with equal ease to a body or to a button, to a fly or a floor, an arm or an apple. The sole criterion for applying the idea to anything is merely that your eyes have lighted on it. Make no attempt to include anything particular, but be sure that nothing is specifically excluded. So it's as indiscriminate as you can possibly be with this lesson, is just gaze upon it and use that statement: I've given everything I see all the meaning that it has for me. Everything I see, all of the meaning that it has for me. Everything I see, all the meaning that it has for me. And so that's really the power of this exercise, is to stay as indiscriminate as possible. Start close, look out. No more than 3 times this throughout the day today, about a minute at the most, or it will cause strain, and see what happens. And we'll see you at step number 3. Thanks for being with us and studying this Course in Miracles.